Brilliant. Thanks for your time.
You mentioned obviously about Dustin Poirier. There was a little run-in with him, with you
Was
at
there?
UFC.
Was there?
276, some kind of, can you elaborate on what happened there?
I can, yeah. I mean, I walked down there with my beautiful wife who's here with me in London, and we had our seats and we were walking over there, and the security guards came over there and basically, said something to the effect of, hey, he's not going to sit over there. And I thought, okay, that's interesting. And we walked over. All of a sudden I heard some chirping, some very vile venom being spit in my direction. Didn't know if that was being thrown at me or not. I look over and Dustin Poirier is pointing at me. So he obviously had a bone to pick with me that night. Dustin Poirier, it's no secret. He's made it very known that he's ready for a fight. He is thirsty, very, very thirsty for a fight. So he's looking for anybody and everybody to throw venom at. I was the target that night, and I was just trying to watch some fights with my wife. So if you think that's the way that you're going to get a fight with me, that's the absolute opposite way of getting a fight with me. I'm not here to be in physical altercations in a public forum, especially with my wife. So yeah, he was not happy with me that night.
Does that make it personal at all?
No.
Maybe on your side, or even do you feel that maybe on his side?
Yeah, maybe. I think there's a lot of confusion that can happen inside of mixed martial arts careers. It doesn't matter if you're the number one guy in the world or the number 100th guy in the world. A lot of confusion can happen. In his mind, he's got some ill will toward me, if you will, and it's going to make it that much easier to knock him out whenever he oversteps, if he and I do step inside the octagon. But I have not lost 1 minute of sleep thinking about Dustin Poirier, and I'm going to keep on doing what I'm doing until a fight gets announced. And then I'm going to go out there and finish my next opponent and become the UFC champion next year.
So if that fight is to go down, how do you see it playing out?
It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun for you guys. It's going to be fun for me. It's going to be not fun for my wife. But I do think he and I are cut from the same cloth. It doesn't matter if, all personal attacks aside, all personal, vendettas aside, I respect him. He respects me. That's the foundation by which we build on. That's the foundation by which that cage door closes, and we go out there and we compete. He's one of the best in the world. I'm one of the best in the world. I believe I'm going to be world champion. He believes he still can be world champion. Although I believe that more than he does, because he's talked about going up to 170. He's talked about retiring. He's said those words. I've not said those words one second. So the UFC goal will be mine. If Dustin Poirier is next to get to that, so be it.
When something like the Dustin thing happens, does that actually fire you up more, or does it make you more roll your eyes and sort of think, I don't even want to engage with this?
Completely roll my eyes. I mean, I didn't even really want to fight him from the very beginning. I honestly thought Beneil Dariush being on the fight, the win streak that he was having, he was in a number one contender fight with him in Islam before he got injured. That was the fight that I thought that I would like to have to get me more toward the title than a guy like Dustin, who is talking about retiring. Might have 1 foot out the door. He's talking about going up to 170. He's got 1 foot out the door at 155. Does he still have that itch that we all have? We all want to be champion. He's just maybe trying to collect a paycheck. We don't know. But yeah, it was definite eye rolling. It was definite. And just, number one, be a professional, be a professional. We fight in a cage for money. You don't need to get into a verbal altercation in front of my wife and in front of the fans there at T-Mobile Arena to prove that you're a tough guy. But maybe you drank a little bit more hot sauce that night than he should have. But here we are. Either way, eyes rolled. Didn't want to fight him. If I have to fight him, if I end up fighting him, he's going to get knocked out.